Welcome to Grill and Smoke BBQ. I'm Jeffrey. Today we're going to be doing what it seems to be the latest craze with this raspberry chipotle flavored type barbecue sauces. So of course I'm an affiliate with Blues Hogs, so they have the raspberry chipotle. So I'm going to be using their raspberry chipotle barbecue sauce on these spare ribs. Let's do it. Okay, so what we got right here is some St. Louis style cut spare ribs. I bought them that way and just did a little bit of trimming on them, took the membrane off the back. Some people say it doesn't matter. I just do it anyway just because. But what I'm gonna be using today is this Heath Rouse honey chipotle rub. I'm gonna use this as my base rub. I'm not going to use a binder today because the ribs are a little bit moist, so I really don't need it. Just want to make sure I get it all over. And I'm going to come over top of that with the Heath Rouse sweet barbecue rub. Again, just want to make sure you get it all over it. I'm just going to pat it in. Now just flip it over and get the other side. You do the same thing, go with the honey chipotle. Put a little bit more on this side, since this is more the presentation side, you could say. And then come back with the sweet rub. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit here for a few minutes, sweat through while the char-griller gets up to 275 is what I'm gonna do this cook at. So I'm thinking it shouldn't be more than about 4 hours to get this done in total, but we'll see. Be right back. Okay, so the pit's up to 275. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on here. I'm gonna just put them right here in the center. I'm gonna bunch it up tight because I want to try to get the bones as straight as possible, because the way they go on or the way they come off. And I'm gonna check back on this in about an hour. All right, so they've been on here for an hour. And as you can see, it's got tacked up real well. It's a little dry, but you can see it's still kind of wet here and there. But I'm gonna go ahead, instead of spritzing, I'm just gonna spray it with some spray butter. So we keep the moisture on it. And I got these little pieces over here for the pitmaster privilege. And we're gonna check back on in about 30 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Take another look at it. Starting to plump up. So I'm gonna go ahead and, it's actually still kind of moist. So I'm just gonna touch it up in the dry spots. And get the sides. They tend to dry out as well. And we'll let it go another 30 minutes and then probably be ready to wrap them. All right, I've been on here a total of 2 hours. Okay, I actually like the color that they're at right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these off and I'm gonna go ahead and get them wrapped. We'll bring you back for that part. Okay, so got them off the smoker. Now we're about to get them wrapped in this aluminum foil. I used 2 pieces of foil to protect it as it's cooking, just in case the bones poke through. So let's get going with that. So first, I'm gonna put down a bed of brown sugar. Then I'm gonna put down some more of the rub that was used. Well, I'm just gonna use the honey chipotle. I'm not gonna use the sweet rub. And of course, I'm gonna use the tiger sauce. I'm gonna use some squeezed butter. And I'm gonna use some honey. Now to get the rib off. So I'm gonna put it meat down. And then I'm gonna repeat the same process on the back. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up. Like I said, I used 2 pieces of foil. And try to get it as tight as possible without putting any holes in there. Now we get it back on the smoker for at least an hour, maybe an hour 15 minutes, depending on how it's progressing. Then we'll check back on it. All right, these have been on for an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at them, see where we're at. And see, the bone is broken through there, and really, I think we're good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these off, and actually I think they're done. So I'm gonna go ahead, get them back on the smoker, and I'm gonna go ahead and sauce them and let it set for about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna call this a wrap. And we'll give these 15 minutes and should be done. Be back once I take these off. Okay, so they're back on there for 15 minutes. Sauce got set up. Now it's time to do the important part, which is go in here, slice it, get that taste test. So let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, the sauce with that Blues Hog raspberry chipotle is set up on here. You got a little pull back on the bone, and let's go ahead and slice this apart so I can get me a taste. Let's just go, let's try down in here. It's a little bit more done than I would have liked. I'm not really a fan of like fall off the bone, but I'm more, even though it's not competition, I still prefer mine more competition style as far as just getting a bite through without the everything falling apart. But we'll see. So here we go. Has a little bit of smoke ring on it, but we're about to see the more important part, which is how does it taste? Man, that is good. Clean off the bone. Probably not as overly done as I thought, because it's still stuck to the bone without everything falling off. But man, that is awesome right there. But to recap what we did, we took some St. Louis ribs, threw it on the smoker, 275. Didn't use a binder, used the Heath Rouse honey chipotle and sweet rub. Let it sit on there for 2 hours. Came back, got some foil, double wrapped it to make sure the bones wouldn't come through. Put some brown sugar, some honey, some squeezed butter, tiger sauce, and a little bit more of the honey chipotle rub in there. Put it meat down, did the back side of it, closed it, put it back on the smoker for like an hour. Yeah, it was an hour. Came back, opened it. It was already done. Went ahead, put the sauce on it, let it sit in there for 15 minutes, took it out. I let it rest for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Then came back here, cut it, tasted. Just perfect, man. So, like I said, check my link tree below. I'm an affiliate with Blues Hogs. Blues Hog, you can find a link for them. You get, I'm telling you, it's the best prices you're gonna find, and it's directly from them to get their products. And you'll also see some other things down there that I'm gonna either an ambassador for or an affiliate of. So check it out, get you some great stuff. For me, I'm about to eat, so I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Oh wait, almost forgot. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Click the bell so you get notified when I send out any new content. Share the video with your friends. Share some of my previous videos with your friends, family, people you don't even like. Send it to them too. I'm not picky. Anyway, peace.